Hello, I'm Stephan Partipilo, a student at Full Sail University, and this is my project presentation on Paris, France. Why Paris, France? France is foreign to America, but also very friendly towards America because of tourism. What American doesn't love Paris? Paris has the lights, the city, it's beautiful at night, and will cater to a production studio wanting to do business there. Geography. France is part of Western Europe. It's close to the Mediterranean Sea. Their climate is relative to that of Italy, Spain, and Brazil. It definitely feels a bit different from America, though there are many parts of America that share similar climates. Government structure. According to the CIA World Factbook, the conventional long term for their government is the French Republic, but normal people just call it France. But it derives from the Latin Francia, which means land of the Franks. The Franks were Germanic tribes. The capital of France is, of course, Paris. The economy is very diverse with an abundance of privatized large companies such as the France Air Force, Telecom, Renault, and Thales. This is very similar to America because much of our economy is central to huge corporate success from the Industrial Revolution and forward. Currency. France uses the French franc as their official currency, which goes by FRF. GDP. According to the World Bank and Eurostat, France was estimated at a GDP of $2.806 trillion in 2013. 2013 is considered rather relevant and current these days because it takes time to generate more accurate information and trends. This is more than India and roughly the same as the United Kingdom, as you can see in this graph from World Bank. According to Eurostat World Bank, France's real GDP growth rate is at 0.3%, which is less than the United States of America's 2.2%, but 0.2% more than that of Germany's. This graph was provided via World Bank. World Bank is a great source of this type of information. France's per capita GDP is $42,503.30 as of 2013. Wealth distribution in the population. Much like the United States, France has a growing income inequality problem. Class warfare is a common term in America and has been a concern in France for some time now, according to AlJazeera.com. Kate Boulangerou wrote an article for Al Jazeera saying that France, a country who prides itself on its equality, also struggles to close the gaps between its poorest and richest citizens. She also says that Paris is home to 28,000 homeless people. Enemies. Recently, in 2016, there have been attacks on Paris from terrorists. Some might say this alone is reason to avoid Paris for production. I disagree. The entertainment industry is about shedding light and giving credit where it's due, as well as entertaining. If we give in to fear induced from terrorist attacks, then the terrorists have won. Let us show the terrorists that we are together in this world, and Paris is our ally. By giving Paris a special spot in our American film, as we have done time and time throughout the history of American cinema, we honor a lifetime relationship. Labor force. According to the CIA library, France's labor force is ranked 20 and at 29,840,000. Number 1 is China and the US is number 4. Inflation rate. According to inflation.eu, France's inflation rate was at 0.18% in 2015 for CPI. Here's a table showing this information. France's inflation rate was at 0.01% of 2016, but 2016 isn't over yet, so this might possibly change as more data is collected. France's inflation rate for HICP was at 0.27% of 2015 and 0.07% of 2016. Again, here's another table from inflation.eu's website. Imports and exports. France has many exports supposedly amounting to over 500 billion US in 2015. WorldStopExports.com created a list of top 10 exports from France in 2016. The first one is machines, followed by engines and pumps with a total value of over 57 billion US dollars. This makes up around 11.3% of total exports. Atlas.media.mit.edu says that France is the sixth largest export economy in the world and has imports valued around 654 billion. This is higher than their exports, which means there's a negative trade balance of over 80 billion. Other population demographics. France has a population estimated at 66.3 million from 2013, with an unemployment rate at around 10.5% as of April 2015. Thank you for watching my presentation.